Hey guys, welcome back. Uh, just thought while I had some time tonight, and the reason that I do have some time tonight, the band I play in was supposed to have had a gig tonight in Frankfort, Kentucky, and unfortunately, one of the band members he took a bad fall and kind of injured himself, and two of the girls that did the bulk of the singing are either voiceless or getting that way. So it just kind of it was like the perfect storm. And what was kind of bad, I had invited like a bunch of people from work. Probably there was going to be 15 to 20 people coming all out. And then I think on my last break yesterday at work, I was looking on my group me text and said, oh, sorry, we're not going to be able to do it. So we had to cancel. I'm like, okay. So I had to go back in and tell everybody. And they're like, oh, no. And I said, well, we're playing next weekend, so if you can come out to that one. But anyway, neither here nor there. But I figure while I have some time, uh, in these times I get to play around in the man cave slash comic room slash forbidden zone are few and far between. So when I do get to, I really enjoy it. Uh, as some of you might already know, if you've been watching some of my videos, I've been trying to transfer. I'm facing them now, but transfer all the comics from all the old 15 to 20-year-old long boxes in the new short boxes. Because if and when I ever have to move again, I do not want to have to lift another full comic box in my life. So, and I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about. So, as I'm doing this, I'm trying to get like all the shorter series or like series that I've completed, put in those boxes. That way I can go ahead and file those away. And if I've not read them all, just kind of sit down and, you know, read the series and find out what it's all about. So I got a couple from Marvel from the 70s, just recently completed. And I had heard about this first series forever, about how quirky it was, and it's a little bit different. And I'm a big fan of like B and C list characters or like little cult series or whatever you want to call them. But there's a lot of hidden gems, and I sat down and read it all today. So, but I haven't got to the end of the story because unfortunately, there is another two-parter to this story that is in another series. So, but I'll get to that. So the book first series is Omega the Unknown. I think this came out around 76 or so. And it's pretty interesting. It's written by Steve Gerber and Mary Skrenis, and Jim Mooney did all the art. I think maybe one issue, maybe 7 or 8. Roger Stern did the scripts, but Jim Mooney did all the art, and you'll know him from. I think he did some of the Man Thing, and I know he did a lot of stuff for DC in the '60s, Supergirl, and all the Superman family sort of titles. Uh, but yeah, we have this little kid, and his he's in a wreck, and his parents get killed, and then you have this guy that's on another planet that's fighting, and he goes to Earth, and there's some kind of weird connection. I'm not going to give any of this away, but it's a lot of really cool supporting characters and just kind of villains. You know how Marvel comics were in the '60s and '70s, and I was like, okay, well, we haven't seen uh, the Electro. Like he plays in a couple or stars in a couple of the stories. And we haven't seen Electro for a while, so we'll just throw him in there. Oh, well, we got to throw Hulk in there. But other than that, I mean, I really like the. I mean, I really don't know where the storyline was going, but I really like the characters, and it was really interesting to me. So I'm glad I completed this one, and I finally got to sit down and read it. And I'm not going to spoil any of the story stuff, other than to say and I knew this already, but. The story doesn't end at the last issue. I think the saga finally gets completed in 2 issues of the Defenders. I think it's 76 and 77, if I'm right. But I've just got 76, so I need to get 77 before I can read the last 2 parts of what happened to our beloved Omega here. I hear it wasn't, he didn't have too great of an ending. But anyway, I really liked the series. A lot of interesting characters. And Jim Mooney's art was really I mean, I liked this stuff in the '60s, and when it got into the '70s, it was kind of like, eh. But the more I kind of looked at his stuff, it's like a lot of other artists, they kind of grow on you, and then they become, well, hey, I really like that guy's stuff. But anyway, enough blabbering. This is issue 1. I think that art is by maybe Ed Hannigan, Joe Sennett on that one. And here's the obligatory guest star, Hulk in issue 2. That probably looks like John Romita or somebody. I know Dave Cockrum did 2 or 3 covers. And here's issue 3 with the aforementioned Electro. And if you're interested in this, I mean, this can be had really, really cheap. It's 10 issues, and you know, it's not going to break the bank, so it's a cool series. Oops, sorry about that. Here's issue 4, fighting the dreaded El Gato, aka the cat. Sorry about the lighting in here. I know this is terrible, but anyway. And here we have number 5. I really like this cover. Kind of looks like a Gil Kane cover. I'm going to keep it up and I'm going to knock this camera off. And for that, I apologize ahead of time. Okay, here's issue 6. This was by John Romita and Dave Cockrum on the cover. There's another issue 6. One of these I had originally, excuse me, as a kid. I had the had the first issue, which is gone. I had to replace it, and then I think issue 6 and issue 8 were like the only original ones I had, and I'd always meant to complete it. So finally, here's issue 7. This is a Dave Cockrum cover. Pretty cool. Fighting Marvel's version of Blockbuster. Looks like another Gil Kane cover. It's number 8. I think this is my original copy. Fighting Nitro. I think in this story, you know, Nitro's still got a mad on trying to find Captain Marvel or Marvel, and so he's gonna, I guess he's going to try to beat up an Avenger or something to get their attention, so Marvel will show up or some, you know, misconstrued reason. Here's the other issue of 8. Issue 9. Against the Blockbuster again. And the last issue, number 10. So I need to get online somewhere and see if I can find that one issue of Defenders I need to complete that saga. But actually, you know, like I said, I sat down and read all these today, and it's not, you know, outstanding literature by no means, but it's a fun little story, and a lot of the supporting cast are really cool, and you know, it's just a cool little book. The more I think about it, the more I like it. Okay, this other one has taken me about 25 years to complete because I just did not want to pay, you know, a big amount of money to complete it. Back when I was trying to complete some Marvel stuff from the 70s, this series was getting really hot, and we're just wanting outrageous prices for them. So the first issue I got, I think I did like half trade and half cash on this probably about 25 years ago. But the series in question is Night Nurse. Number 1, got the cool picture frame cover. And I think maybe loosely, one of the nurses in here is based, or one of the nurses or characters on the Daredevil and all the Netflix Marvel shows. Claire is based loosely on a character in this book or this series. So there's issue 1. Issue 2, I found really it was like a long time between the first issue and like the last 3, because I got this one maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, and it's a slab book, and I really don't, you know, I'm not really into slab books, but for some reason I got a really, really good deal on it. I figured this might be the only way to get something, at that price. So this is like a mid to low grade copy. It's a 3.5. It's number 2. Overall, it's not bad. Love those ads on the back. But yeah, this will be coming out of Vault since I'm sitting down and getting to read a lot of this stuff once I've completed it. But, decent looking copy. Okay, and these last two, I got at the same time actually, and I found a good deal on them. So this is number 3, Murder Stock Sword 8. This is probably like a fine plus, so pretty decent. Probably the best looking copy of all of them. I know for a while, several years ago, like anything like romance or anything like this, Marvel and DC, I mean, the books are just outrageous. And a lot of places, a lot of dealers, they still are. So I was really happy to get to complete this one. I think I've read a couple of these, and it's not great literature. I mean, but it's just the times, it's just the nostalgia, it's the art. It's just the fact of finally getting to complete something that you wanted to complete. I know a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. So this is number 4, last issue. It's probably a VG. It's got some issues in the corner, and it's got some stress on the spine and everything. So, but not too bad. So there's 2 series out of the way. I'll file those back in their box. Anyway, I'm going to be trying to do a lot of this as I transfer books from old boxes to newer boxes and I get the series completed. I think I've got 4 or 5 DC series like that I want to do. Might do them tonight, I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching and comment, and I really want to get back maybe later on tonight or tomorrow and get back to your comments on the last few videos I've done, because I always let myself get way behind on that, what with work and family and band obligations and all that. So anyway, I appreciate all you guys, I really do, and I appreciate your comments and your friendship, and this really is a great community, and as always, onward and upward.